Hello and welcome. Today I want to go over Swift Playgrounds very quickly with you. Let's jump over the desktop. Now, why Swift and why Swift Playgrounds? The thing is that the thing is that if you are doing programming on a Mac, you really would like to use the APIs that are specially there for the Mac, and they are not available through Python. Python is what I usually program in, and there's no Pythonic API as far as I know for macOS. There's one for Objective-C and there's one for Swift. Objective-C is a giant pain in the ass, so I'm going with Swift. And if I run over here to the App Store and do a search for Swift Playgrounds, here it is. So you install this, and then once it's installed, you can open it. This story over here, you can click on this, and it will load up, and you can read it, and it's very helpful, and I recommend that. So do read this. When you're done reading this, go over to the playground, and so when you come in, you should see this get started with code. It should be down here. It should be the first one down here. And so just open that up. And I turned the sound off here. It's sound effects and background music. I have these turned off because it that sound interferes with my talking, and it makes it difficult for you to understand me. Please excuse me. I just ate and I'm coughing a bit. Anyway, when you come in here, there are a series of these little games that you can play. And the way they work is you write some code. So over here, this is the code that I wrote. And once the code is written, then you run it. And if the sound were on here, you'd be getting all kinds of let's see, run this again. All right, so this code is not correct, otherwise it would have made it all the way to the end. But you get the idea. It's going to give you some information here about how to achieve the goal, and then you write it down here, and then you run it over here. And once you're done with that, once you've gone through this, then you can start doing some real work. So here's a playground that I wrote. It's just a little hello world that does text to speech. And we can do text to speech a lot of ways in Python. We can use uh, some of the some various Python packages will do that. Uh, I usually use GTTS, which is Google's text to speech, because I think it has the best voices. But macOS has very nice voices. Not the default voices so much, but there are a whole bunch of them, and there are ways to use them. Uh, this, what I've written here, is just probably the simplest thing that you can do, and then you can run the code.
Hello world.
As you can hear, that voice is sort of robotic, but there are AV speech synthesizer functions that can be run that change the voice and change the speed and all kinds of things. Anyway, uh, I plan on also integrating in Hugging Face models so that I can do text generation, question answer, those kinds of things. And I don't think that there are Swift. Uh, I don't think there are any Swift APIs for that. I will check. But there are Python APIs, and so those Python, I can write some Python programs to use those and call them with, I think it's system process, the system process. Well, actually, that's a Pythonic function. I don't know what the function is within Swift, but I know that you can do asynchronous programming in Swift, and so it shouldn't be very difficult to call Python programs as needed and pass the appropriate arguments. Anyway, this should give you a good start into the world of Swift. Uh, if you follow me, you should do this because I'm going to be moving in that direction. Anyway, I thank you for joining me. I hope you learned something, etc., etc. Like and subscribe. And thank you for joining me. Bye bye.